Hey, you know, before we start the video, we should probably read all the important headlines just in case.
That's a good point, man. Wow. Actually, it says right here, NBA lockout is supposedly over, and they're going to start Christmas Day.
Ah, screw that. Let's talk about the Leafs. And then, yes, please do.
What a great goal!
Dude, crazy throwing waffles.
Who are you?
Optimus Prime.
Who plays Christmas Day? What are you doing? Leafs win 4-3 in the shootout over the Dallas Stars. Leafs get a win in the city of the defending NBA champions, and then the lockout ends. I think that's not a coincidence. So the Leafs' long road trip continues, and apparently they haven't won in Dallas since like 2002. The invention of YouTube is still 2 or 3 years away. Anyway, Michael Ryder does an excellent job of keeping possession for the Stars, waits for reinforcements to show up, and sure enough, Eric Nystrom comes in, dances the Leafs defense, and scores to make it 1-0 Dallas. Leafs get it back though. Dion Phaneuf puts it on net. Joey Crabbe, boop, tip between the legs. 4th of the season for Joey Crabbe, and with that goal, he passes his season total from last year. And he's tied his career high from Atlanta, where he got 4 goals in 08-09. Last year, he scored 3 in 48. In Atlanta, he scored 4 in 29. So far, he's got 4 in 12 with the Leafs. Crabbe's an excellent scorer at the AHL level, but he's not exactly in that role here with the Leafs. But if he can get a goal every 3 games, that's awesome. Even if you're in a more defensive role, as long as the threat for you to score is there, you got to make the other team think. Speaking of which, Dion Phaneuf hasn't done a whole lot of that scoring lately. Dion! Bash! Kessel almost tips it, but he doesn't have to. It goes in 2-1 Leafs. Then the Leafs kind of get embarrassed. Beautiful passing play. Jamie Benn, why did I trade you in my pool? Over to Radek Dvorak, over to Eric Nystrom, who gets his 2nd of the game, tied 2-2. So right now it's Leafs 2, Nystrom 2. Then Tim Connolly puts it in front for Clark MacArthur, who misses it, tips it in with his skate. They review it, but it counts. The way MacArthur angled his skate was actually convenient enough that it would make the puck go in, but it was clearly to stop, and he made an attempt for the puck with his stick. Wasn't a kick in motion, is what I'm saying.
So if it went in off his skate, am I still dead?
No.
Really? I changed my mind.
Less than 10 minutes to go in regulation. Radek Dvorak snipes it, and why, Radek, why? I want to say something about Radek Dvorak. The Stars are his 6th NHL team, and he was with the Panthers twice. 566 points in 1,140 games. I'm struggling to think of a player who's put up those kind of numbers in that amount of games, and I barely ever hear about. Meanwhile, he entered the NHL as a rookie in 1996, never played a single game in the minors, and he's still playing. Radek Dvorak, remember the name. One thing we get to overtime and all the craziness, Luke Schenn's hit on Vancouver. Now, the Score tweeted it yesterday as Schenn's flying elbow, but I'm not 100% sure he hit him with the elbow here. Now, he drills him right in the face, so you could argue maybe the headshot, but that doesn't look like an elbow at all. I could see why it might be reviewed because of the contact with the head, but some of the onus has to be on Vancouver there. Because he's not even looking, but it's not his blind side. He's just not paying attention. Hey, don't be admiring your pass, as Grapes would say. Hope he's okay, but I think that was a clean hit from Schenn, who, by the way, played over 27 minutes. Not bad. Jake Gardiner over 28 after Carl Gunnarsson got hurt. Speaking of Jake Gardiner, acquired in a trade with Joffrey Lupul, who got a stick right in the fotch from Sheldon Surrey. Got a cut just above and below the eye like Scar from Lion King. And wouldn't you know it, no call. Someone pointed out that a Leaf got high sticked at a key moment in the game, and the guy who did it didn't get called for a penalty. Therefore, Sheldon Surrey for the overtime winner. Luckily, that didn't happen, and it went to a shootout. Leafs 3rd shooter, and no one scored yet, and oh, look at this. Oh, look at it. Oh, Lupul. Oh, that's interesting. Is that revenge I taste? Mike Ribeiro comes in, cheeky little move, but Jonas Gustafsson stops him, and the Leafs win. That is that's great. That is revenge I taste. Oh, man. Leafs win. Excellent game from the defense. Phaneuf with 2 points. Schenn playing a ton of minutes. Gardner playing a ton of minutes. But someone who was kind of lost in all this, Jonas Gustafsson. A few games ago, I was ready to just be like, this guy's done. I mean, how many times can you lose your job to the 3rd stringer and stick around? Leafs played some damn good goaltending last few games. He's only letting 5 goals in the last 3 games, and he has 7 wins on the season. You know what's important about that? That beats his win total from all of last season. That Jonas is a mystery. And if James Reimer's back in a week or so and Gustafsson is still playing this well, maybe you make them 1A and B. As good as Reimer is, he's still kind of young to be like, play every game. And a lot of the best teams in the NHL have at least 2 goalies who can play. One of them just won the Stanley Cup. So that's it for this one. I will tell you 2 more things. 1, the underbar. It's full of all sorts of goodness. Twitter, Google+, Facebook, Tumblr. I'm forgetting some other stuff. Follow me on all of that. And my Movember team. I know mine sucks, but please donate. Been getting a lot of donations lately. And remember how I said I'll sweeten the pot? Here it is. If you donate to my Movember team, I'll enter you into a raffle to win this. A big old gift basket of Gillette products. Thank you to Gillette for donating that. So here's what I'm thinking. Minimum $1 donation. Don't be giving me pennies. I want at least $1. And if you've already donated to my Movember team, some people have already donated like upwards of $100. Consider yourself entered because you did a good deed. And then if you win the basket, you can maybe shave your mow at the end of the month with it. You can give it away as a Christmas present or something. I don't care what you do with it, just donate. So thanks to Gillette for that. Thank you for watching and for donating. Leafs finish off their road trip in Anaheim as they take on the Ducks.
Smash!
Wolf. We